Hello, welcome to Ainslie's Footy Tips.
Hello.
So this week we'll be doing the footy tips for NRL round 10 and AFL round 8. So this week Daddy is going to be a silent participant. He's currently on suspension from any verbal duty, and hopefully he'll be back next week following good behaviour. Alright, so starting off game 1 for NRL, Broncos versus Titans, and AFL, Fremantle versus Hawthorn. Go for your life. Tried and true method, heads or tails?
Tails.
So we've got tails, that is Titans and Hawthorn. Game 2, Dragons versus Bulldogs, and Melbourne versus Western Bulldogs.
Tails.
Tails. Okay, so we're going against Daddy's beloved Dragons. We're going for the Bulldogs and Western Bulldogs.
Bulldog.
Roosters versus Knights and Geelong versus Kangaroos.
Heads.
Heads. We're going for the Roosters and we're going for Geelong. Next one up, Panthers versus Sharks and Brisbane versus Adelaide.
Heads.
Heads. We're going for Panthers and Brisbane. Alright, coming up to Warriors versus Cowboys and Sydney versus West Coast.
Tails.
Tails, Cowboys and West Coast. Next one, Sea Eagles versus Eels and Auntie Lou's Port Adelaide versus Richmond.
Heads.
Heads. Alright, Sea Eagles and Port Adelaide. Alright, Tigers versus Rabbitohs and Collingwood versus Carlton.
Lost it.
We might have to do that one again.
Replay.
Okay, yep.
Heads.
Heads, Tigers and Collingwood. Lucky last, Melbourne Storm versus Raiders and St Kilda versus Essendon.
Tails.
Tails, we've got the Raiders and we've got Essendon. Thank you, Ainslie, and thank you to your very lovely assistant, Daddy. Just a recap from last week. She got 2 out of 4 in a very tough round of only 4, bringing us to a total of 32.5. And in AFL, she got 4 out of 8. Oh, she's very tired. 4 out of 8, bringing us to a total of 35. So thank you, everybody, and see you next week. Bye-bye.